Hello, Aries. Welcome to your weekly reading. These are going to be, again, very quickly done this week. So if you need to slow it down, YouTube does have a lovely option for that. I'm still in the middle of moving. This is not where we're going to be settling down, but this is a nice little temporary place for all our stuff in the meantime. But anyway, without my personal details, let's dive into your reading. So I pre-shuffled everything. This will be for the 5th to the 11th of August. Let's see what's coming up for you. You've come to the edge, all right? Taking a leap of faith. Let's see what else is coming through. Chaos and conflict. All right, Aries, you might be being pushed out of a situation because of chaos and conflict. Let's say, for example, like a friendship group, things are getting there's a little bit of tension coming on here. The bond between you and others at the moment might be breaking a little bit here. And no matter what you do, maybe it's still kind of pushing in that direction. Regardless of what area of your life this is, we don't know quite yet. You probably do. I always say when they come to the edge card comes up in a reading, it's because this situation is actually crumbling away. Like this is not going to sustain you much longer. So it's almost like there is this desire maybe from you to just take a leap of faith, to just go already into something different and to not wait until last minute for it to happen, because maybe you already have a sense here that something is starting to crumble. There is almost like an identity shift going on here, or maybe there's a lot that's going to be changing about yourself when you do decide to move forward. Again, I don't know exactly what it is, so I'm speaking very vaguely, of course, because sometimes this is jobs, for example, Aries, where you're kind of being pushed out a little bit more because of some chaos that's going on. It does speak that you guys are transforming though. So maybe you don't see it now because you might be in the middle of this situation. But when you do come out of it, and when you do go through a little bit of that chaos and trying to figure things out again and getting stable again, you actually come to realize that you've changed a lot within this time, and maybe a lot more of a vulnerable and softer side of yourself comes through. Maybe a wiser side of yourself will come through here. But anyway, that chaos and conflict does seem to be pushing you into a different direction. So come to the edge. Spirit's asking for a little bit of, I always call that card like flirting with life a little bit. They're saying don't be afraid to take a leap of faith. Some of you are being guided already to do something different in your life. So let's see what else is coming through. Woman holding a heart. This could be pertaining to your love relationships as well, by the way. But you know, for some of you that won't resonate that way. So the woman holding a heart, I really feel like it's about prioritizing yourself. If this is somebody else around you, maybe someone does have some feelings towards you, Aries, and maybe you will be discovering that this week. Woman holding a heart, this does feel like it's about prioritizing your own self though at the moment. And I do feel like because we have chaos and conflict coming through, something is starting to get at you. And I think that's why they're asking you to prioritize yourself, prioritize your feelings, prioritize your self-love and self-respect, which means that we may have to put our foot down and set a boundary if someone is starting to overstep that line and mistreating you. An angel of love. Again, love is important for you guys this week. I wonder why. Again, it is about giving that to yourself first, but some of you could actually be attracting in a romantic partner, or this could be a situation to do with a person in your life. The more that you're prioritizing yourself, maybe you're realizing that someone is not really respecting you the way that you actually deserve. So now that you're discovering this self-worth, or who you really are, or whatever it is in your life, it could be causing you to take a leap of faith in whatever regard. It could even be work, whatever it is, or friendships, whatever. All right, what else do we have here? Completion. So there is absolutely an ending coming up, or maybe something that you've experienced already. This reminds me of the Ten of Swords, to be honest, because we do have that sun starting to rise again. So that kind of feels like it's an ending of a very difficult chapter for you, and there is hope even though something is difficult. Even though we're having to put something to rest here, say our goodbyes, whatever it is, the sun is starting to rise. A new chapter is starting to begin here, and one that does feel good. But again, it might be a difficult situation where you're having to let something go, or you're still grieving something, which is fine. That's normal. Don't worry. And forgiveness. So for some of you, whatever the situation is, you are being called to forgive, to understand that maybe somebody, to put yourself in somebody else's shoes a little bit. Maybe that will help you to understand them, or just to look at it from a position where you don't want to carry any of this negative energy with you into the new chapter. So it is just about letting go of resentments and finding a way to release those resentments. Everyone's different. Everyone's situation is different. Sometimes it is about putting yourself in someone's shoes, and maybe you can realize why they reacted that way, even if you would never do that. Other times people just do the unexplainable, and unforgivable. So in that case, forgiveness really is letting go of how this is impacting you. Because sometimes we bring in, our past situations into current situations, and sometimes it can cause us to lack trust, not feel very worthy, etc. So however a past situation is impacting you, it's now time to forgive that, release it in whatever way. What else for this week? Ooh, we have regret. All right, this says, I know that I cannot change the past. So maybe for some of you it's about forgiving yourself. All right, releasing any regret. Okay, any regret. I wish I never knew that person. I wish I never took things forward with them. I wish I never, or I wish I never did something. This is saying you can't change the past. All we can do is learn from it and forgive yourself. You did what you could in those situations with what you knew. Okay, so forgiving yourself is important this week, and freedom coming through as well. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness, most likely in this new chapter. So there is this sense of letting go, finding your own path again, similarly to what we had over here. You're removing chaos, removing conflict, even if this is like mental anguish that you've been having maybe since a situation came to an end. Regardless, you are finding freedom again. You're choosing yourself. The same with the woman holding a heart, angel of love and freedom. It does feel like you're letting go of any conflict in your life, even if it's within your own self, any of that regret, resentment. You're really finding freedom. And I feel like the symbol for you is a dove bird, to be honest, because that's what it feels like this week. All right, your whale spirit, trust in the great mystery this week. You're being called to trust, kind of similar to the Fool. I don't know why I see it like that, because the Fool is learning to trust the universe, taking a leap of faith, diving into a new chapter, a new journey, answering the call. So for some of you, even if it doesn't, you don't know what's in the next chapter, this is why it's calling for you to trust in the great mystery. Things are a lot deeper than you think. And giraffe spirit, which I love, because we do have the zebra kind of turning into a giraffe here. So it means you're being able to gain a higher perspective to see the big picture this week, okay? When you're going through it, oh my God, it's tough. You're still, there's saying something to me. I'm gonna repeat it to you, so if it doesn't make sense, I apologize, but it's like you're still resonating as your old self, as the zebra, but you're transitioning into somebody different, like I said before. So you're going through a massive transformation, but it's hard because I feel like you're in this middle state where you are still that old self. You do still have those old feelings, but you're also trying to become someone different, maybe somebody who's not impacted by the past or impacted by regrets or whatever it is. Like you're almost having to let go of an old way of doing things, an old way of being, in order to become somebody different. And I do feel like it's wisdom. I don't know why, but anyway, right, let's dive into your tarot. Do I do a spread usually? Let's just see. You have a new beginning, a new cycle, which is basically highlighting everything that's going on in your reading. It's a brand new cycle for you that you guys are going into, okay? The world is the ending of old cycles, beginning of new ones. The Queen of Wands, which can be you guys, by the way, because you are a fire sign. This is about stepping into your confidence. So again, similarly to what I've been saying this whole time, the Angel of Love, the woman holding a heart, it does feel like you're prioritizing yourself more. This is about knowing your worth, knowing what you bring to the table. She is confident, she is beautiful, she is alluring, okay? She's strong, she has great ideas. And she's attractive, by the way. So this could really be about focusing a lot more on looking after yourself, giving yourself that TLC, treating yourself better, maybe even your body, even, maybe the way that you take care of yourself, etc. could be changing because you're stepping on the throne. That's what it feels like. You're sitting on the throne here. You have the Devil. So this could be what you're releasing. This could be that chaos, conflict. This could even be fears. Maybe you've been in conflict with yourself about taking action on something, having more confidence because of fears. Or again, it could be maybe a toxic situation or a toxic environment. Something that makes you feel chained, stuck, trapped, fearful, okay? Tied down in any way. this is what you're breaking free from. And I feel like you are kind of claiming your own independence here. Is what it feels like, away from this devil energy. All right. And Temperance, which is beautiful because this is you bringing harmony into something. Similarly to what we had with the forgiveness, this is you really balancing, analyzing something, bringing harmony into a situation and forgiving it. I feel like in whatever way resonates with you. This is a really good card of maybe not just, I feel like it's reconciling. It's kind of about you're balancing these two cups together. And it kind of feels like to me, you are seeing it from both perspectives, or you're seeing something, I don't know, like it's interesting. But you're being very grounded with the way that you're looking at it. This is Sagittarius energy with Capricorn too. I also want to say, they're also saying here that you're actually aligning to a goal whilst you're doing this. Maybe it's happiness. It is a sun, so joy, happiness. Maybe that's just the basics of what you desire, but maybe it's coming from this forgiveness and balancing and bringing harmony to a situation first. Three of Cups, there's something that you guys will be celebrating this week as well. Maybe, again, this is to do with new friendships, or maybe spending more time with friends. This is a really good socializing card of having fun, and also paying attention to the small things and celebrating even small things. Here, you don't have to be at the end goal to finally celebrate life. It's about loving the journey and celebrating along the way. So that's a little bit of advice for you guys there. And let's get one more. 10 of Wands, finally letting go of a very big burden in your life. Again, whether it's mentally, emotionally, something that you may have been carrying on or holding on to for a while. The 10 of Wands represents coming to the end of a very difficult chapter of your life, one that has been exhausting. Be careful, make sure that you're not overextending yourself and carrying more than you can carry, okay? But this is a really good energy here because, again, you're releasing something that's been super heavy for you, and this is kind of in alignment to that freedom that we have. Okay. Let's see what I can see here. Any extra messages? A lot of you are really connecting to spirit a lot more. I'm saying that because of the Temperance. You know, connecting to a frequency of love, of understanding, of compassion. And your third eye definitely could be waking up here. Having more confidence in your ability to break free from something, habits, again, fear, low vibrational thinking, whatever it is, people. There is a new you coming through, which I like. All right, Aries, that's all I have for you. I love you guys. I hope this has been helpful in whatever way. Again, these are just really quick whilst I'm in the middle of moving. It's a lot that I have to do over the next few days. So I send you my best wishes, and I will see you guys next time.